Husband Wayne was taking a massive dump when the truck hit him. Minutes before, he had finished beating the crap out of me and went to the bathroom to relieve himself. His little side piece, Crystal, was leaning against the bathroom door, giggling and talking smack about me while he grunted inside. Suddenly, boom! A deafening crash shook the earth. An out-of-control semi-truck plowed right through our yard, smashed into the house, and rolled right over my husband and his mistress. While the paramedics were digging through the rubble to find his mangled meat sack of a body, I spotted a AA battery that had fallen out of something. I calmly kicked it into the corner. Wayne's face was pale as a ghost. His eyes were wide, screaming a million words, but his throat couldn't make a sound. At the hospital, the doctor looked grim. Left leg is shattered, a comminuted fracture. The hope of saving it is slim. If we use the titanium, I don't have any money. I cut him off. Just saw it off. While I had been quietly collecting evidence of his affairs, Wayne, my partner who I built everything with from scratch, had brought his mistress to our house to beat me into signing the divorce papers. I refused to sign. I needed revenge for the miscarriage they caused. He got tired of hitting me and went for a shit. Karma hits fast, like a tornado in a trailer park. 20 minutes later, while the cops, insurance adjusters, and a swarm of reporters were snapping photos, there he was, groaning in the dirt with his ass bare to the wind. For old time's sake, when the doctor couldn't find a piece of his flesh, I kicked it over to them. That was the piece keeping him alive. As for his mistress, Crystal, aside from a dirty dress, she didn't look like she had a scratch on her. When Wayne was beating me, he bragged about how flexible she was because she was a dancer. Said she could do any position. Well, right now her body was twisted like a pretzel, so I assumed she was fine. Back at the emergency room, the admin asked me to swipe $15,000 for the deposit. I pulled out my card. It had about 10 bucks on it. Doc, just sew him up first, I said. His mom knows some celebrity doctor. She can save him for free. The doctor looked confused. What celebrity doctor? Where? We should call him. Jesus Christ, I deadpanned. At the pearly gates, the doctor sighed. Let us try a bit harder. Sure, whatever. I paused. If I sign the organ donation forms now, does that cover the medical bills? No, ma'am. The doctor looked at the x-rays again. But seriously, his left leg is pulverized. Saving it is unlikely. If we utilize... No money, I repeated. Saw it off. A young nurse nearby looked like she was about to cry. Ma'am, whatever grudges you have, let it go. Money can always be earned back. Fine. Actually, it's not that we don't have money, I explained patiently. It's just that he transferred all our cash to his side piece. Wake the bitch up and ask for the PIN code. The nurse looked at Crystal lying on the adjacent gurney. Spinal fracture. She might never wake up. She's likely paralyzed for life. I threw my hands up. Well then, doc. Saw it off gently. When the news report about the crash came out, everyone else had their faces blurred. My husband had his ass blurred. The doctors spent 5 hours in surgery and managed to drag him back from the brink of hell. The moment he woke up, I told them to cut the morphine. Suck it up, Wayne. Money doesn't grow on trees. We gotta save every penny. I figured he'd agree with that sentiment, seeing as it was exactly what he used to tell me. Through his agonizing screams, he spilled everything about where he hid the assets. Since he couldn't move his body, he pouted his lips, gesturing for me to get the money back from Crystal. God, it's just a leg amputation. Why is he being such a drama queen? For true love, a little suffering is necessary, right? Just as I submitted the evidence to the court to freeze Crystal's accounts, Wayne decided to die. Early that morning, he had been moved to a regular ward. He was conscious. His eyes were moving. The truck driver ran into the room, fell to his knees, and started crying. Can you write a letter of forgiveness, please? I said, sure. How many copies do you need? Suddenly, the